Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Mike. We're here with our IPA week. Fuck. Week 7. Showdown. Yep, Season 9, Week 7. Going against Commonly, coach of the Houston Rockets. So, we're coming off a win last week. A lot of hacks involved, as always. I don't think I've ever had just like a clean match. Well, no, I had one earlier in the season. But yeah, so we're 3-3 and like -1 differential, I think. And we're going against again Commonly. He's got the Mega Mawile, Infernape, Rotom Wash, Greninja. It's Torrent Greninja because Protein Greninja and Ash Greninja were banned. Hippowdon, Goodra, Whimsicott, Uxie, and Garbodor, whatever the hell you want to call it. And over here I've got Mega Kangaskhan, Gliscor, Alolan Ninetales, Ferrothorn, Jolteon, Mienshao, Tyranitar, Keldeo, and Zygarde 10%. So looking at his team, like Zygarde can do work, Thousand Arrows can smack up a lot of his team between Mawile, Infernape, Rotom Wash, Goodra, Uxie, Garbodor. He only has really like one resist in it, and like Whimsicott. But that thing just like knocks me out with Moonblast. So I had to be careful about my Zygarde if I choose to bring it. Gliscor can do a little bit of work. I mean, you gotta watch out. Like Mawile can run. I think it's Ice Punch. Or no, maybe I'm just retarded. I'm probably just retarded. But either way, I wouldn't want to take a Play Rough or an Iron Head. Infernape can run HP Ice. He can also just blow me away with like Flare Blitz, Fire Blast, whatever. Rotom Wash counters me because of Levitate. Hit me with a Hydro Pump. Burn me if I don't have Toxic Orb activated and I switch in because I'm an idiot. And Greninja, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam. Hippowdon gets Ice Fang, I think, too. Goodra, Ice Beam. So maybe Gliscor doesn't have the best matchup. I'm not going to break down what every single thing on this team can or can't do. I'm just going to go right over to the team builder. So first one I brought is Mega Kangaskhan. I can run max speed Adamant, and it'll outspeed Rotom Wash by 1 point. I believe Rotom Wash hits 298 max speed with like a timid nature or speed boost beneficial nature. Power Punch, Drain Punch, EQ, and Facade. I had Return on here first. I changed it for Facade because, I mean, he could burn me. He might try and get Rotom in for like a Will-O-Wisp. I get like poisoned by a flamethrower or a fire blast or such. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of ways I could get status. So I figured, it's still stab. And if I get status, then it's just I hit extra hard, so I can run admin on this. I don't know why that was first. Whatever. TTM, Jolteon, Shucker Berry, Thunderbolt, HP Ice, Volt Switch, and Charge Beam. I couldn't really think of a last move to put. I mean, Thunderbolt, like Electric and Ice, basically do a lot to his team. I mean, he has bulky mons that can resist, like Goodra and Hippowdon. So I was kind of stunting around a little bit with the Charge Beam. I could have had Toxic or something. But enough speed for max speed Greninja, max special attack, and then the rest in HP. Again with Shucker Berry. White Walker, the Alolan Ninetales with Aurora Veil, Blizzard, Moonblast, and Freeze Dry, holding the Light Clay. Again, outspeeds Infernape. Nothing really much to be said. Rampage. Now, it's bring back the Ice Z Tyranitar with Dragon Dance Smackdown in case he tries to bring in Rotom to be cheeky. I can smack it down and then negate its Levitate and then smack it with an Earthquake. And then Ice Punch. This is really all the coverage I need for his team. Thrustus here, the Keldeo. Didn't see any action last week. But Calm Mind, Secret Sword, Scald, and Icy Wind. I really didn't feel like putting Hydro Pump on. I didn't want to miss. I didn't want the game to come down to me missing a Hydro Pump. Or me hitting a Hydro Pump, however you want to look at it. And Icy Wind, just to try and slow something down and then get off another hit. And then good boy here, the Zygarde, with Lumberry, Dragon Dance, Thousand Arrows, Extreme Speed, and Core Enforcer. I've never tried to run Core Enforcer on any Zygarde set before. I mean, I just like it nullifies the foe's ability if the foe moves first. So he switches in. Let's say he brings up. Well, you ever saw it through. Let's say he brings in Uxie. He switches Uxie in on me, just for whatever reason. Core Enforcer will negate its Levitate ability. What else? Garbodor. I hit that thing. He just switches in. I just go throw off a Core Enforcer for shits and gigs. Gets rid of Aftermath, so I can like knock it out or something. But that's basically the team itself. No. Oh, hi, sweetie.
Whoa, it's you, snowman?
Yeah, it's snow outside, honey bear. I love you so much. You can go play?
No.
Alright, well, looks like we're doing the rest of this with my baby girl right next to me. That's fine. So let's just go right over to the battle. So, team preview here, he brought Infernape, Greninja, Hippowdon, Rotom Wash, Uxie, and Whimsicott. Did not bring the Mega Mawile. I was surprised to see that, because, I mean, it can just do so much. It can just smack up teams. But he brought a lot of what I expected. I knew he was gonna bring the was it the Whimsicott, this fucking cotton ball over here, because it does a lot to my team just based on preview. So let's just get into it. So I lead off with Kingscan. He goes Whimsicott. Now he switches right here. He goes hard Hippowdon. I forget. Like I said, I know I Mega Evolve, and I just throw off an Earthquake. I don't remember why I decided to throw off an Earthquake. Unless I was no, because I mean, honestly, I don't remember why I did it. But the way he switched this in, and the fact that I don't see leftovers recovery on him, leads me to believe that he's a Rocky Helmet. Like he basically let me know that turn 2 that hey, I'm a fucking Rocky Helmet Hippowdon. And he's goading me into trying to actually like, make contact with him. But I said, nope, fuck you, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to click Earthquake again. Get off a good chunk of damage. The damage on that shows me that he's not a defensive Whimsicott. So it could be Specs or Life Orb. But he's going to go ahead and switch again into the Hippowdon. And I said, no, bro, I'm just going to keep firing off Earthquakes. Let's get him to about half. I'm going to fire off yet another Earthquake. And he's going to go, I think he goes for, yep, he goes for Slack Off. So I'm not really making much headway over here. So I'm going to go into Ninetales and get up the sand. Get up the hail. He slacks off. He goes into Infernape as I just throw off a Blizzard. Does, standard damage. I go into Zygarde. He goes for close combat. Yeah, and it just falls over. The calc, I think, the roll was in my favor. Let me double check really fast. Calc. Zygarde 10%. Good boy. Infernape. Scarf. I don't think. Yeah, no, that's not changed by Iron Fist. Muscle Band maybe. He was something. I think he was like fifth plate or something. Oh, if he was fifth plate, then never mind. I don't really remember that, but yeah, good boy falls over. So turn 7, I'm already down him on. Go Keldeo. He switches out, probably fearing me to be scarfed. I just throw off an Icy Wind in case he wanted to bring in. Oh fuck my life! In case he wanted to bring in the Whimsicott. So there we go. Hold on, I got a cough. Okay. Hi, sweetie. I see. Yes. Be careful. I love you. So here, I switch into Jolteon. He gets up his rocks. I just draw off a Thunderbolt. This thing's pretty bulky. U-turns out into Hippowdon. So we're gonna pull up the calcs again. Jolteon. Hippowdon. Let's say he's a mixed wall. Now, no attack. Hippowdon's Earthquake against my Jolteon spread with Sand to 62 to 74. I'm at 72, so the roll is in my favor. If I change that right there, it's an 18.8% chance to OHKO, so I can live with that. Well, let's change this around. So I just throw off an HP Ice. Does the God damn it? It does 37%. So he's a little. He doesn't have as much SPDEF, but fuck. He throws off an Earthquake, super effective. He gets the crit, so despite my Shuckle Berry, down goes Jolteon. Now I go into Tyranitar. He goes Rotom Wash as I set up a Dragon Dance. Now I switch back out at this point. I do not want to get Will-O-Wisp. I assume he's going to Will-O-Wisp, and that's why I go in here to try and get the status I've been looking for so I can finally start doing damage to his team, start breaking through it. He decides he's going to throw off a Hydro Pump. So that's that. And then he goes Uxie as I Drain Punch. Because I figured if he was going to switch into a Powdon, I might as well just Drain anyway, try and get a little more damage off. But he goes in there. Now, calcing his Uxie's Psychic, so Kangaskhan against Uxie, Stealth Rock Utility. So Psychic, its max roll does 21 to 25.9, so like say 26%. So I just decided, alright, I'm gonna Drain again. Get back a little bit more health. There, I'm out of range of a Psychic now. He goes for a U-turn, and he goes into Infernape, which is scarfed, so I just let him knock me out. So turn 16, I'm down 3 mons to 6. It's kind of looking like a 6-0 at this point. But he switches out into Uxie. I throw off a Moonblast. I don't kill. He reveals the Guava Berry. So I'm like, oh my god, this is not good. I throw off the Aurora Veil. He goes for Fire Punch. It does nothing thanks to Aurora Veil. Throw off a Moonblast. He goes for U-turn. So, Whimsicott. Now, another Calc. Ninetales, White Walker. Say he's a Life Orb set. Moonblast does 49 to 58. So, I mean, the roll is kind of in his favor. But doesn't really matter because it's a critical hit. Pretty sure he was Infiltrator anyway. But he reveals his Life Orb. So I'm like, alright, well, I'm fucked. So I have one choice here. I got a Tyranitar, get up to Sand. So I've got Sand up, plus Aurora Veil. Moonblast, doing it. I got a DD here. Now, this is where shit hits the fan. After this DD, I am at 364 speed. I speed tie with a timid Whimsicott. So this next turn is huge. I need to win this speed tie, or else I lose. I win the speed tie. I knock out the Whimsicott. So that's one down. He goes Hippowdon. I'm like, fuck it. I'm throwing it off the Z. Sub-Zero Slammer. Boom. Hippowdon's gone. So at this point, I'm going to get knocked out with the close combat from Infernape, which I presume is to be Scarf. Like, oh, well, that's the game. Nope, he goes for Mach Punch. Does not kill me. I had to calc that one more time. Tyranitar. Rampage. Infernape. Scarf. Mach Punch. With Aurora Veil up. No. Shit. I didn't want to do that. Iron Fist. So, Mach Punch, 36 to 43. What? No. Maybe he was adamant. He might have been adamant, Scarf, but anyway, doesn't regard. I live that. I knock him out with Earthquake. So I've brought it back. So in the last 3 turns, I've killed him on. So this game it's got potential now. It has potential. So from here, he goes into Greninja, knocks me out the Water Shuriken. So I'm kind of screwed at this point because he could have like Aerial Ace, he could have Extra Sensory. I don't think I've seen him throw off a Z move yet. So I go into Keldeo, and I'm like, alright, I'll just pray I can live. He throws off a Hydro Pump. So I'm like, I told myself, I'm just going to start Calm Minding. So he switches out. He gets off the Icy Wind. I get more leftovers recovery. I knock him out with the Secret Sword. Now he goes Rotom. I hit that with Secret Sword. It does a fuck ton. He throws off the Papa Berry. Volt Switch. I live the Volt Switch. He goes into Greninja. Throws off another Hydro Pump. I live. I kill him with the Secret Sword. And then I fucking knock out the goddamn Rotom with Secret Sword. So what started off as a very plausible 6-0, I managed to pull back. It was probably one of the closest games, if not the closest game I've ever fucking had. Like I said, turn 16, I think. Yeah, he knocks me out. Here, I'm down. It's turn 16. I'm down 6 months to 3 already. So, and then, nope. Where is it? Hold on. Here we go. Turn 21. This is what you get it. The fact that I won this speed tie. The fact that I won this speed tie and then lived the Mach Punch. That's what turned it around. Because if I didn't live the Mach Punch, yeah, I could have went into Keldeo. And then I was no way I would have been able to Calm Mind, live up past like 2 Scarfed Infernapes close combats plus the rest of his team. There's no way I was gonna pull that off. So I got lucky. This was like the closest match I've ever had. So good game all around. Good game to commonly. We're now 4-3. Finally have a winning record, and I think +1 differential or negative or 0 differential. So last season went 2-8. Shit the bed. This season doubled the wins already, and there's still 3 weeks left. So we gotta see, we gotta see what happens next. But again, good games commonly. Thank you everybody for watching, and take care. Peace.